July 4th, 2024, popular TikTok couple Zahra and Deno would go out with their friends for a celebration. The two were known for being one of the sweetest couples online with hundreds of thousands of followers. But that's why everybody was shocked when the next day they would turn on their TV and hear that Zahra had been shot in the head and was currently fighting for her life in the emergency room, unsure if she was going to survive. Everybody was appalled, wondering who could possibly do something like this to such a sweet girl. But nobody expected the weight of the bomb when they would find out that this was done by none other than her own boyfriend, Deno, who they had been watching on TikTok every day. The news shocked all of social media, and the anger of thousands of people overflowed, asking the question of why the hell this man would do something so evil to his own girlfriend. But what gave them even more questions than answers was the fact that after she miraculously survived, after being injured so bad to the point that she had to relearn to walk and eat food, she would come out publicly to announce the fact that she had officially gone back to Deno and the two would get back together, leaving everyone with a functioning brain wondering what really happened, why did he shoot her, and how the hell is it humanly possible to be this delusional. And there's no better place to blame than the beginning, because while not much is known about exactly how Zahra and Deno met in the first place, what we do know is that after they got into a relationship, they did not hesitate to turn their ups and downs into a brand, deciding to create a couples account on TikTok called Deno and Zahra. And from the jump, especially in the year they decided to begin, this kind of content took the platform by storm, starting off very innocently with people seeing nothing but a cute couple doing pranks, goofy challenges, and real relatable content that showed two people in love and enjoying themselves. Their fans took to them so well that in a short time the page was built up to over 155,000 followers, with every post pulling in thousands of likes and the comments saying couple goals and praising them for their quote-unquote realness. And with these kinds of clips on their page teasing each other and making jokes, if only the content had stayed right there, then maybe everything would have been just fine. But that could not be further from what actually happened, because as the months went on and the page kept growing, the tone of the content itself started to shift, and in between all of the cute couple moments there was just a tiny bit of toxicity sprinkled in.
Because I'm thinking about how much of a thought my woman is.
You think about how much of a thought I am?
Yeah.
Well, then why are you with me?
You the one who want to be a thought.
I'm gonna wear what I want to wear.
Well, I don't care about you wearing what you want to wear. You can wear anything you want to wear.
Then how am I being a thought?
He would do things like calling his girlfriend a thought and playing into the bit of being a controlling character. But of course, this was still being framed as a joke, so nobody took it any type of way. But as time would go on, the clips would continue to become more telling.
So like if I died today and it was your fault you didn't marry me, you're not gonna be buried next to me, you're gonna go be buried next to your wife? Okay, go. Then go get your wife. What the fuck you need me for?
Okay, no,
go find
Zahra.
your wife. Go find
Zahra,
your wife.
okay.
I'm not doing
Man,
this no more.
hey.
I'm about to be mad the rest of the damn night.
Well, I'm mad you got that goddamn size 4
You don't
inch
wanna
goddamn button on your head, but
you
I
don't
ain't
wanna
saying
be
nothing.
married.
As he would say things to her that would almost feel like he didn't really care about her, and that she was the one who was more invested in the relationship than he was, making light of the idea of her dying or even having another woman. And if anyone was giving him the benefit of the doubt, he would not be helping his case, because the clips would just continue to get worse and worse.
Cry baby ass. Cry baby,
Oh
suck your mama.
Deno, stop.
What you gonna do?
Nothing, stop.
But one of the main moments that really changed the tide of people's opinion was a particular video where the couple would start off appearing like they were just playing, but then out of nowhere in front of the cameras, his quote-unquote play fighting appeared to have gone too far.
Get out my video! I do not like you.
Go to sleep.
No, you go to sleep.
Go to sleep. Oh. No. Go to sleep. 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 Go to sleep.
Ouch.
Many people would respond very negatively to this video, with it completely changing their opinion on the couple, and people saying, hey, he does not like her, and other people saying things like, yo, that's not a joke, this is not playful. By this point, the delusion of many of these fans that this couple was some fantasy had begun to be shattered, but there was still a 50% of the fans that still thought that everything was fine, there was nothing wrong with this couple, and that this was just how they are. But where there is smoke, there is fire, and one day a nuke would drop that would force people to listen.
Yes, Deno had narcissistic ways. He had physical, emotional, verbal abuse all throughout our relationship.
Deno's ex-girlfriend and the mother of his child would come out publicly to say that during their relationship, she was subjected to physical, verbal, and emotional abuse. And if this is literally another woman saying that he has put his hands on her, that should be more than enough to convince them that something isn't right here, right? But no matter how many warning signs there are, one thing will always be true, and that's the fact that the warnings will eventually run out, and one day the real thing will happen. And that is exactly what took place on the nightmare of July 4th, 2024. The day where everybody's favorite couple would become famous throughout the entire country for all of the darkest, bloodiest, and most wrong reasons.
Flower Mound police are accusing a North Texas TikTok star of trying to kill his girlfriend. Their affidavit says
it was American Independence Day, and everything had started off good. Both Deno and Zahra had decided to go to a festival at Bakersfield Park, watching fireworks together like any other couple enjoying the holiday. It was the kind of night that should have ended with nothing more than a few photos and a caption about summer memories. But somewhere on the walk back from the festival, an argument broke out between them. The two continued back and forth as things would get more and more heated. Bystanders would begin to notice, but they did not care and continued arguing. And eventually, the argument would escalate into something physical. At some point, Deno would apparently force Zahra into the backseat of their SUV so that they could leave, with reports saying that he physically put her in the back seat while she struggled and stuffed her back there with the rest of their friends still in the vehicle. You would think that they would stop now that their friends were watching, but the argument would continue as Deno sped off the car into the distance. Everybody tried to calm it down, but if you've ever had a toxic couple in your life, you know that getting involved often serves no purpose. But perhaps some of those friends now wish they could have done more, because nobody predicted that just a few miles down the road, Deno would pull the SUV over to the side, and in the middle of the argument, as Zahra would shout with unmatched passion, Deno would reach his breaking point, slipping his hand into the side door of the car and pulling out a loaded handgun. And in a swift second of movement, without a second of intelligent thought, this man lifted the gun to Zahra's head in front of everybody and pulled the trigger. In that moment, the bullet penetrated and she instantly collapsed.
911, what is the location of your emergency? Yes, my friend was shot. My friend was shot. I don't know where. Okay. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Is that here in Flower Mound?
The 911 call from that night is its own piece of evidence entirely, with one of the friends in the car barely being able to speak as she is in so much distress.
What is the address? Yes. That was her boyfriend. Okay, is he still there? No. Does he still have a weapon? No. Okay, is he pointing it at anyone? Okay, where is he with the gun? Hello?
It is now at this point that Deno would come on the line and listen to what this absolutely despicable human being has to say.
Yes, the person with the gun, where is he?
I'm not here. It wasn't my gun, but I'm here.
Okay, so are you the one that shot someone?
I guess, yes, ma'am. Yes, I was.
Okay, was it accidental or intentional?
It was accidental, but I got it. It's all good. Y'all just come on.
Not only does this man lie openly, but he also has an extremely nonchalant tone of voice in comparison to the other girl who is reacting as an actual human being would. All he says to his girlfriend being shot in the head is, "It's all good, I got it." How exactly do you got a dying person who just got shot in the head? Nonetheless, he lies and says that it's accidental. And so, by the time officers would arrive on the scene, they would find Zahra lying in the middle of the road right outside the vehicle and was immediately rushed to the hospital with what police described as life-threatening injuries. Nobody knew whether or not she was going to survive, but even more so, what they didn't know was that despite the things that had just happened, this was only the beginning of the chaos.
A North Texas couple gained thousands of followers on social media, but now one is accused of trying to kill the other.
Deno never even tried to run. He was still standing on that road when officers arrived, and he let them take him in without any trouble, immediately being booked into county jail on one charge of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, along with 3 counts of deadly conduct for discharging the firearm. And despite him turning himself in, the system thought what he did was so heinous that they reduced his chances of walking free before the trial to 0 and set his bond at $900,000. Most likely because they did not know if Zahra was going to survive or not. But there was just one problem. The US has a system where a suspect only needs to pay 10% of the bail in order to walk free. And because this guy was such a big influencer with hundreds of thousands of views, he apparently had that spare $80,000 sitting around somewhere that would come in handy for something like this. And not long after he was captured, he was able to pay that money, and yes, I kid you not, he walked free. Free enough to go on live very soon after and say this.
It was an accident. It was completely an accident. In no way did I mean to hurt that girl.
running his legal strategy on the entire world and telling us it was just an accident. And while he was doing this, Zahra's family was crying every day as they watched their daughter in a vegetative state in a coma, not knowing if she would ever wake up. But thankfully, after a long time of watching, Zahra would eventually open her eyes from her coma and doctors would realize that she was going to make a recovery. Her family was ecstatic, but something was wrong. Because of the injuries that she had suffered to her brain, she was almost completely unable to do basic functions like walking or talking. Her loved ones would mourn, but at the end of the day, we're still hopeful that she would be able to recover. And as Deno would publicly maintain the idea that it was an accident and he did not mean to do it, Zahra would have to spend months in intensive therapy relearning her most basic human functions. And eventually, after many months had passed, she had regained enough strength to speak and post again. But something about the clip was off.
Yes, everything hurts. But this side hurt more than this side. So I was sleeping on this side. I'm going to get surgery tomorrow.
As we can clearly see in this heartbreaking clip, she details the intense pain, suffering, and trauma she's endured after all this time. But one thing that's not mentioned is the absolutely evil and despicable human who did this to her. As far as we were concerned, Zahra was just the same as any normal person who would feel intense hatred for the person who almost ended her life. As many other women who had domestic violence issues felt intense sympathy for her and donated to her GoFundMe, raising thousands of dollars to help with her cause. So imagine their surprise when Zahra would go on live after seeing all of the hate and intense disdain toward the man who did this, and she decided to say this.
No one knows how sweet Deno is. I swear to God, no one knows. You weren't in the car, you weren't driving, you weren't anywhere. And do people even know where I was at? Do you? No. The ones that read the whole story and they're educated in the story, okay. But everybody else, no. You don't know what happened. Because why? I'm a Capricorn. So why do I need to stick up for someone that doesn't need to be stuck up for?
Right.
And why is he out? Tell me that. Tell me that.
Period.
It took 7 months and a week. And he got out. Why though? Oh, okay. And I'm so tired of you guys that weren't even there commenting on my stuff. I just want you guys to know everything is being deleted. So you can comment all you want. I'm going to delete that.
You're wasting your time.
Literally, people are telling me that they pray for me because I'm delusional. And I said, me?
Right.
I appreciate the prayers, but I don't appreciate you telling me that you're praying for me because I'm delusional.
Zahra, in front of her thousands of fans, would not only agree with Deno's twisted version of events, supporting his bullshit story, but also publicly proclaim that he was a sweet guy, and even getting angry with her fans for insinuating that she may be delusional. And it's one thing to look at a situation and maybe forgive somebody for doing you extremely wrong, but it's another thing entirely for the fans to wake up one morning and look on Zahra's Instagram story to see her posting a picture of holding the hand of a man, and the tattoos on that hand were none other than Deno. Everybody was shocked, thinking this had to be some kind of mistake, but she herself would hold nothing back in confirming the rumors when she would go on live, and the person right beside her on her own TikTok stream was none other than Deno, with her and him joking around on live as if absolutely nothing had happened. And as you can imagine, the people were absolutely furious as an insane wave of hate started to come her direction.
So when he was in jail for 7 months and a week, how do you want him to pay for it? Okay. Judge your own fucking boyfriend. Sue him for emotional distress. Cherry, I'm going to sue you for emotional distress.
But the hate did not just stop at angry comments. So many fans felt personally betrayed by the situation that they were demanding refunds for the money that they sent as donations to her GoFundMe.
I'm not gonna refund anyone. Tell me how much money you paid me and then we can talk about it. But I don't care if you don't. I don't care. Like, just so everyone knows, I'm not going to refund anyone because it's not even under my count. I got the GoFundMe page when I was in the ICU and I couldn't even talk. I couldn't even speak. The doctor didn't know if I was gonna make it. So no, you know what I'm saying. Like, just so everybody knows, I didn't even have insurance the first month when I was in the hospital. So
And because of the fact that Zahra was going so hard defending Deno, of course that would extend to the legal side of things. And keep in mind, a major part of the evidence is literally what the victim has to say. So best believe when it came time for Deno to get his official sentencing, with all things considered and how the situation rolled around, there was enough support from Zahra's side for instead of Deno getting the full sentence of many years in prison for attempted murder, he was instead given only 10 years of probation. And I kid you not, this man was allowed to walk back on the streets a free man. And the reaction of the people was absolutely out of this world.
Baby, what are you doing? It cannot be that good. That man almost took your life. Thousands of people donated to you so that you can have your life, so that they could pay for the medical bills from him almost taking your life. Because he was mad, because he was jealous, but now it was an accident.
But despite their warnings, Zahra would continue to stay in the situation, defending him at every turn and even going on live to argue with his literal baby mother in front of thousands of people.
Please stop talking about my kid. Deno has
No,
not
I'm not.
Deno
No,
has
I'm
not
not.
texted me
I'm
in over
not.
2 weeks.
You don't let us see him, so I'm not going to respect
It ain't no us, girl. Baby, it ain't no us. It ain't no us.
How many times
You want me to send the screenshot? Bye, mamas. Bye-bye.
Oh, thank you. Now I'm going to pull up to her house.
But after all of the shocking behavior, something happened that absolutely nobody would have predicted. Ever since the shooting, Zahra had looked completely different, especially because of all of her surgeries, which is why she herself thought that if she left Deno, she would have no other options.
Do you guys think, right, if I move on, they're going to like me for who I am right now? They don't. Literally, they don't. Who's going to put out with my, I have 2 surgeries left. Who's going to be there?
But imagine the surprise everybody felt when we would log on to find out that Deno had broken up with her. That's right, their relationship was over and it was because he was the one who chose to leave.
Yeah, she's single. Zahra is single. She doing whatever make her happen. I love that.
Like, the case was over with when I got out. So me being with her when I got out, that was genuine. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't give a fuck about this shit. Like, I took full accountability for the whole situation. Child talking about it, I have no facts, just opinions. And I didn't leave because she got scars, gang. I got plenty of them. You feel me? That's crazy.
He would defend himself, saying that it had nothing to do with superficial reasons or how she looked after the shooting. But many people would beg to differ because just a few days/weeks later, this man really popped out with an entirely new girlfriend out of nowhere.
Deno has a new girlfriend. Deno was the guy who pew-pewed his girlfriend. She had been defending him for so long. He literally left her with a TBI, like a serious brain injury. She is not the same at all anymore. But they finally broke up a couple of weeks back, and this guy has been popping out with a new girl. And I don't even know what to say. You're telling me you see how this girl looks now and you see how she looked before, and you believe him when he tells you that it was an accident? I would be so terrified to be around somebody like that. And people are saying at this point, if something happens to her, she asked for it. She's volunteering to be his next victim because you literally know what he did to Zahra, but you still want to sit there and go on dates with him and be his girlfriend, even if they're not really together. You're letting him take you on dates, girl. Are you not scared? Sometimes you do need to judge women, because what the fuck are you doing? You know what's even crazier? The girl looks just like Zahra before the accident. They literally look so similar,
leading people to believe that he was cheating the entire time. And surprisingly, after everything we've covered in this video, not the shooting, not the warnings, not even the people telling her to send back their money, but this is what finally made Zahra wake up and stop defending Deno when he got a new girl. You can't make this shit up.
He did some fucked up shit, and I know I did too, but I didn't do nothing to make him think that he needs another girl. And then this is why I'm saying, you have to trust God, because when something traumatic happens to you in your life and it's by the people that you love, doesn't mean I have to not tell the truth, but now I need to leave. It's not that I was in denial. I was just believing the story, but it's okay. Anyways, he's already moved on, and she popped up on my For You page, and my dog was in the back. I hope they're happy. That's it.
It was after this point that you could see a dramatic turn in the way that she presented the situation online. And the more she talked about him, the more she would allude to things that made it seem like, hey, maybe it wasn't really an accident after all.
Everybody that keeps telling me to reopen the case, I can't.
I just got off the phone with the detective. I can't do nothing about it. Okay. His lawyer and his dad manipulated me to falsely tell them that we were together, even though he deleted me on the home wave app. My hands are tied. I can't do nothing. I was stupid. I got PPU'd in my brain. I got a TBI from it. Fuck him and fuck everyone that supported him because they knew that we were already broken up before he pew-pewed me. Fuck them too. You're telling people it was an accident. How does it feel to have jail time for 7 months in a week? Oh my god, how does it feel to be out doing whatever you want to do? How does it feel to have girlfriends after girlfriends or people that you're talking to? How does it feel? They see everything that you have done to me. You made my life hell.
All of a sudden, she started insinuating that he was guilty and that he really did do what everyone was saying he did. But there was just one problem with that. In the justice system, you cannot be convicted on the same crime twice. And now that he's already gotten charged, any attempt at him going to prison for this crime is now completely gone. There is a camp of people defending Zahra, saying that maybe it's just her traumatic brain injury and she's actually remembering things over time. Maybe she genuinely thought it was an accident because that was what the manipulation of him was making her believe. But other people are not giving her so much grace. And in all honesty, the biggest thing to take from this entire situation is that being with the wrong person can quite literally, in the worst ways, ruin your life. This girl had so much potential and a bright future ahead of her, but the toxicity, abuse, and violence in the end left her a shell of who she previously was. While this man lives free and has a new girlfriend enjoying his life in front of all of his followers. She appears to be making a recovery, and from what I've seen online, they don't communicate anymore. But with how these types of things usually go, I can only hope to God that it stays that way. And on the topic of life-ruining toxic relationships, another insane example was a woman who found out her ex-boyfriend had moved on to a new girl, and instead of accepting it, decided it would be a good idea to jump on a plane and fly 1,000 miles to Florida just to track the girl down and kill her in her own apartment. The case is one of the most insane things I've ever seen, and if you want to learn the full story of Sakina Thompson, click the video on your screen right now. Subscribe to the channel for more content, and as always, this case has been decoded.